What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again. Got a big Operation Trebuchet uplink again here. The update isn't out yet, but we do have a lot of new news. A couple things being touched base on once again, and some things that hadn't been previously touched upon or announced are now being announced this week. So let's get into it. Introduction. Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at some new content that's being worked on, as well as an exciting new development that will increase our content output exponentially. As always, the content here is work in progress and subject to change. User activity. Express yourself. 2 new mods have been released and updated containing custom armors. Community ODST armors and B Company ODST armors. I will be doing a separate video on these at a later date to kind of highlight them and showcase them, as well as the opcam, because I don't believe I actually ever released the video that I intended to for that one. So moving on, we've got the dev activity. This is where it starts to get juicy. A few days ago, HK Urban posted an image teasing a mysterious object. Covered by a large tarp? Well, that object was an M947 Shiva thermonuclear missile. I guess that one correctly, as it turns out. The newest and arguably most devastating addition to the Longsword's arsenal, but for our prospective mission makers, we've opted to add it as a static prop as well, and provided a covered version for those sneaky enemies to hide as necessary. So as you guys can see, we've got the covered version here, as well as what this will actually look like for the presumably launched version from the Longsword. It's probably safe to assume this will be a guided weapon like the others shown previously in the last uplink, although that's not been confirmed or denied. Also, the yield of this nuke hasn't been actually released either, so we'll have to wait and see what that looks like once it's in game, but it's probably safe to assume it's going to be a big explosion. A lot of people are going to die when they get hit by it. Moving on, bullfrogs. So last time we teased a work-in-progress jetpack that the Dog 88 was working on. Well, we've made significant progress on that, faster than we expected even. The model and textures are nearing completion. On the technical side of things, Big Wilk has worked out a work-in-progress version of the jetpack in action. Be sure to read the description for more details. So, that last bit regarding a video Big Wilk has released on his YouTube, I will have a link in the video for you guys, so just follow that link to see that video. I'm not going to include the footage today. But as you can see by the texture on this, it looks really good already. You know, looks like it's pretty much ready to go. I don't know if it'll have straps or anything like that, so that when it's, being worn by an ODST or whoever is actually going to end up wearing these things, if it'll look like it's secure, or if, those clamps are basically just meant to, secure it to the armor or something. But, really awesome looking model. Can't wait to see it in game. Can't wait for it to get sound and stuff like that. Also, the whole entire video is done in first person, so I don't know if there's any sort of effect with it, like like flames or something coming out the sides, or if it's animated at all. Moving on, substance over form. Once again, the Dog 88 has taken his time to gain a deeper understanding of the Substance Painter program, and exporting content made with it to a format usable by Arma. What this means is that we can now make new content exponentially faster. In the past 2 weeks, several team members have also started learning this program as well. Several new assets have been created, such as the flamethrower. As you guys can see here, it looks just like the Halo 3 flamethrower. Maybe a tad bit nicer, obviously, graphically speaking. It's not been discussed how this will work, and no information's really been given on it. In the Halo universe, it's basically said that Marines use some sort of cart or in-place turret system for these flamethrowers. So I don't know if it'll be a portable system or if it will be meant for use as a stationary turret type of deal. I guess we'll have to wait and see in regards to that. Because I don't think I've ever seen a weapon that size that's been hand-carried in Arma. Landmine. Pretty simple landmine, but these were also from Halo 3. This is actually one I think I recommended at one point back in the past, along with the circular anti-tank mine. So this is pretty slick looking. It's basic, and it's got a big red button that's probably not too subtle, but in the right circumstances, I think that's This might be pretty cool. Maybe I'll see some retextures just to make that a little bit more realistic with that red button. Or not, who knows. The missile launcher. Once again, no details have been announced regarding how this will work. It is the SGM-151. So it's probably surface guided missiles, what that stands for. There is another part to that. I can't read the lettering because I got the small display on my video editor pulled up, but it's possibly going to be a tow missile. More than likely it'll be a lock-on missile like it is in Halo 3. At least that's how it should operate. I don't know if that's a capability currently existent or how you'll be able to turn this and things like that. But it's safe to assume this will probably only be a stationary turret and you won't be able to actually carry it around like you do in Halo 3. Maybe we'll see a portable version later on, but I would not count on it. And finally, a base for static variants of the weapon systems found on the Warthogs. Or an easier way of saying is, the stationary turrets in Halo ODST, they have the base for that. They're going to rip the turrets off the Warthog and put them on this thing. This is something I've actually been waiting for a while too. Because this will allow, people to make bases and stuff. And, I have these as like any defensive point so that they don't have to give any Warthogs and stuff like that. Or something that's mobile and they can just plop this in one point and say, hey, there's a turret here. You have to deal with this turret, but it's not going to go anywhere. Ace is high. I've been working with the developers of Ace 3 and plan to release an official Ace compatibility patch with version 0.14. Some of the features to be included are fast roping, biofoam in Ace Medical, and implementation of ear and eye protection. Currently there is a Ace compatibility fix, but it's not an official one from the dev team, so I don't know quite what sort of compatibility stuff that actually currently is implemented with that non-official one. I think it's just for the biofoam and the medkits, but I could be mistaken. Feet first. User Big Wilk and I have been working with the HEVs, the human entry vehicles or the drop pods, over the past few weeks, rewriting the entire system from the ground up. Thanks to Bourbon Warfare, we can also confirm this new system is functioning as intended in a multiplayer environment. It may not look a whole lot different, but we can guarantee significantly better performance and much cleaner experience all around with this new system. So regarding the drop pods, they're not too bad right now. I mean, they're pretty good actually for not seeing anything like that in Arma before. But they do have a few bugs and things like that that weren't working as intended or that didn't come off quite correctly. So in this video here, and once again I'll link it here, it's a 2-minute video. You see them dropping from a ship. You got a countdown to your launch. It says launch 3, 2, 1, 0. And it launches you down, and it looks like you get dropped much faster here. You get to see the ODST HUD come online as you're, in this mode here. I don't know if that was designed, intentionally like that, where the HUD came on, or if he just activated that with his, with some sort of hotkey. But you see a trail coming behind the drop pods, for a brief period. Trail looks a lot better. The flames look a lot better. I've discussed this a little bit before, but you can rotate the drop pods. You may have some control over which direction they go in. It won't be anything really great, but you can at least turn them where they're looking. At the very least, that is confirmed as working. Like I said, maybe we'll be able to control which direction they go. But that's a planned feature. I don't know if it's actually working and functioning as intended. But yeah, and then they also drop in the water and they drop underwater. And going back to the community armors, I found out today those actually have rebreathers, so you can do some kind of Navy SEAL insertions, drop underwater and, sneak up on shore with your weapon before they even know what hit them. Anyways, guys, that is everything in the updates. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to keep tuning in for more Operation Trebuchet content, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends who might be interested in the game. Alright guys, I'll see you around soon.